What's up?
Morning. Nothing. Just woke up like 15 minutes ago.
So, oh, really?
Yeah, we're running a few minutes late. I don't know what's going on. So when I got home from your house last night, I laid in the chair and we were watching TV and I passed out at like 6 and slept till 8. I got up, I ate some food. We went to bed at probably 9:30, 10 o'clock. Woke up with the kids, came back home, fell asleep again, and just woke up. So I'm very well rested.
Well, that's good. That makes one of us.
Thank God. I think I'm finally over this damn sickness, so we're feeling good today.
You're no longer disturbed. Down with the sickness.
No, I have been absolutely disturbed for it. It was going on like 7-8 days at this point, and I'm like, okay, this is some bullshit. So yeah, we're full of vitamins and prayers and ready to rock.
Okay, but you haven't trained yet, so.
No, I have not. I'm going to get back in the gym today. I only got to go like twice last week, and it was not helpful. So I need to get my ass back up there and get back in my routine today.
The routine?
Yeah.
The routine.
Very necessary. My ears are still a little full. I can feel them ringing, but other than that, we're good.
Get some Q-tips in there. Boop.
Yeah. I'll probably
shower. I know you're not supposed to do that with Q-tips, but.
Do I do that every morning?
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I do that every day. That's probably why I can't hear. I'm just packing freaking wax into my ears every day, but whatever.
We can't. I can't hear anything, as we learned on Saturday.
Yeah.
What?
Well, that was also because a band was playing very loud, so that did not help the situation.
Oh, that's true.
I couldn't really hear either, but yeah, watching you talk to the waitress was amazing.
Like, somebody's trying to get me paid extra $27 on my bill. I'm like, that's not mine. Huh? What? Huh?
Oh, it was like watching Grandpa try to order at a restaurant. You're like, what? Huh? What are you saying?
I was like, is that your bill? No, this is my bill, not that one. I'm not paying that one.
Oh, shit. It was awesome. We had a good time, though.
It was a good time.
And our guest from Friday, Mr. Jay Snyder, freaking killed it.
He did.
It was glorious. So congratulations to you, buddy. You are a phenom.
The phenom. Dude, so last night I went to that meeting and I came home with Qdoba. Lots of Qdoba. So shout out to Andrew Marks for the Qdoba. I have a here, I'll just show you.
What? Where's my delivery?
Knocked over flour. Check out this bag of nacho chips, bro.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Knocked over my kid's Easter decoration.
I thought you were going to stand for your kid's Easter basket. I was like, I
knocked over. They made this pot at the mall and they put rocks in it, and then I knocked it over getting nacho chips, so I have to shift
the screen. That's all right. Well, we'll hit I actually have the graphic for our shirts. We'll do it first while you're fiddling around with your Easter thing. So
okay.
Shop.thedinerpod.com. We have a new little graphic here. Not a whole lot going on in the store. We have the 2 OGs and the 2 hats currently. So go grab those. We have a couple really fun designs that we're going to release here soon. Not sure when, but we just keep saying soon. And eventually we're going to do that. But
yes, we will. I've got to figure out how you design stuff on a computer.
I can design them. They don't look all pretty
that's what send them off to the people. That's what.
Well, and then we'll go ahead and hit our sponsors real quick while he's filling around with his rocks and flowers. It looks like you're doing something drastically different, but we'll just leave that alone.
That's about like real life without a blue chew.
It's all blown up and like squiggly. That's probably not good. Did you shove
it's just limp.
in it?
No, it's just limp. No. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Sponsor number 1, ML Productions. Thank you for being a gold sponsor. Go check out Drowning in Echoes. It'll be coming out soon, and then you'll get to see an awesome movie from yours truly, I believe, coming up very, very soon. Wabash Valley Adult Teen Challenge. We are still running the donation drive currently. Again, we can get all this stuff at Dollar Tree. Definitely help out. It's a great organization that helps men battle addiction. So definitely a good
and women. I'm assuming women too.
No, true. I wasn't sure. I just know that was what he said. So I wasn't going to give them more people to take in if that wasn't the case. Well, so we'll have to ask questions.
I should have asked him when I saw him.
Yeah, that would have been helpful. We have Stitch Brands, our wonderful clothing designer, and your employer.
Mm-hmm.
Pappy's Barbecue, Eat, Meat, Repeat. What is
meat,
Monday?
Eat, repeat? Meat,
what I said.
Eat. You said eat, meat, repeat.
Yeah, okay, I did what you did.
Yeah.
We have no specials today, but tomorrow kids eat free. Wednesday, all you can eat wings. So go check them out as well. Wabash Valley Plumbing. What?
back to the kids eat free with purchase of adult meal. Just
yes.
so.
Well, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't imagine people are just going to go drop their. Well,
But,
you know what? I'm not going to assume. You're right.
Yeah.
Yes. With purchase of adult meal. Do not go drop your kids off at Pappy's. It is not a daycare.
Yeah.
Wabash Valley Plumbing, they lay pipe and lots of other things. So check them out for any of your water problems.
Or sewer.
Or sewer, yeah. Or Peak Performance Gym, where I need to go here in a little bit to lose some of my fat that I've gained while sick. But what?
Lose some of your fat? Dude, I've been eating like it's going out of style.
But that's how you always eat. It's not like that's a new thing.
Last night I ate three huge bowls of the Qdoba chicken steak, rice.
That everything. Could be worse though. If you limit the rice, like that could be worse. You're just eating the meat out of it.
Yeah, I'm just eating everything. Dude, my fridge is packed full of Qdoba.
That's awesome.
Here, I'll show you.
That's cool they came in and catered that meeting. That was awesome. Damn.
Yeah.
Where was my delivery at, you asshole?
Well, you have to come over and eat what's left. We got a lot of nachos and cheese.
I'm at your house like 3 to 4 days a week, so I'm fairly certain that won't be a problem.
Yeah, that's true. So,
well, do we want to get in some trending topics before you get carried away by your father?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll let you start dark and doom and gloom.
Yeah, I mean, it was tough today because most of them were pretty dark, but did you see Tyson Foods shut down their plant in Iowa?
No.
Okay, so they shut down their pork plant in Iowa. That it's like a small town and it had 12,000 or 1,200 jobs. They shut it down. Well, they're currently on a trend right now in places like New York, offering these crazy benefit packages for illegals to take over these jobs. So they basically cut the plant in Iowa and moved. They're basically just hiring illegals in New York and these other countries that are getting flooded with them, and that's what they're doing to supplement the workforce. Is they're giving them these crazy salaries, these benefit packages, insurance, lawyers, PTO time to do their trial. They're making it insanely easy for them after they just cut out 1,200 American jobs. So there was currently a boycott Tyson trend going over the weekend of people, I mean, rightfully so, being rather annoyed that seemingly they're trying to push for these illegals to have more rights than we do, or have it better off than we do to an extent. It's that's probably not a good route to go. You wouldn't think anyway, but
you wouldn't think.
But yeah, they closed down it's this small town that basically it'd be like if I'm trying to think the best analogy to use here, but yeah, they shut down their Iowa plant and cost all these people their jobs, and now they're just going crazy hiring people in New York and these other cities that are flooded with illegal immigrants that way they can just pay them essentially nothing to work for them, and they don't have to keep paying these people who have worked for them for years and years and years. And yeah, thought that was kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like big business in general, but you're using illegals this time instead of cheaper
basically.
people.
It
is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, nothing I can do about it, but just one of those in the news things that was kind of,
I
don't know, alarming to me, I guess.
Yeah, could be.
Which there's a lot of things in the news that were alarming to me over the weekend. So it was not a wonderful news cycle. I feel like everything was crazy. Do you get the fight videos on Twitter?
What fight videos?
Okay, so there's just mobs, and again, it's a very selective, it's an algorithm. So I understand that it's not but every other video I was getting last night were just mobs of people beating the hell out of somebody else. Nobody's helping them. Everybody's just watching and filming these fights. And it was one after another of just groups of people beating the shit out of somebody. Whether it be at school, whether it be in the street, just nonstop, one after another. And I feel like that's happening way more frequently. Thank God we live in a small town that we have awesome people like Jason who are out at these schools that keep this shit from happening. But clearly that's not what's going on everywhere, because you just see these kids getting bullied back and forth. And then whether it's the kid getting bullied gets fed up with it and gets pissed off and starts swinging back, or vice versa, these kids that are bullying them beats the crap out of that one girl that got her head bashed against the pavement. I forget what her name was, but they're she's not doing great, but that's happening across like our United States, it seems like.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy to me that like these police forces aren't in schools like we have here across the board. Like it clearly makes a very, very big difference, and you're eliminating a lot of the problems. You're never going to eliminate the whole problem, but you're eliminating so many problems by just having that presence in the school and having these good people like that, that like he's told us, he's not there to like whatever narc on these people. He's there to protect them, and he's there to like just make sure things stay status quo. And I wish that would be a thing across the board, because obviously it would be very, very helpful, it seems like.
Yeah, so Clay County rocks.
Yeah, I love it. It's great being in a small town. We get kind of sheltered from this stuff, but now that we're doing this show, I look at this stuff all the time, and it's like, what is happening in the world? Like, I felt like I deep dove into Twitter anyway, but good God, lately it has been brutal. It's like, that's why I told you that the other day. I'm like, for my mental health, I've got to stop like getting deep into these, because I'll start going into the weeds, reading shit and researching stuff, and I'm like, oh my God, we're all gonna die.
Yeah. I'm just like, oh, cool, moving on.
I wish I had that ability. It's so difficult.
Yeah. Local news-ish. It's kind of been announced that ISU basketball coach Josh Schurz might be leaving. Don't know for sure, but he's being courted by bigger programs. St. Louis, I know, has been the number one talked about school trying to court Mr. Schurz. That's what happens when the small time schools make a bunch of noise. Their coaches start getting recruited.
That happens every time.
It happens every time. And coaching is probably the most cutthroat profession in the world.
So what, I assume there's a pretty big salary difference there.
Yeah. The coach of St. Louis just fired, made $2.3 million this season. I saw in the Indy Star that Coach Schurz, it's public record, I guess, makes $365,000 at ISU. That's a pretty big.
That's a $2 million difference. Like, that's a tough thing to.
Well, and Denise Story just commented and said he's on the watch list for Louisville. That's an ACC dude. That's a powerhouse right there. So
congratulations to him for like being able to, make that noise and be able to get these programs looking at him like that. That's a tough thing to turn down. Like, that's if somebody came and offered to, like, hey,
you're going to do your job in a bigger place, and we're going to pay you a lot more money. You're doing the same thing.
Yeah, okay. That 0.3 you make, we're going to put a 2 in front of that and call it million, and that's what you get instead of what you're making now. Like, I get the loyalty. Like, obviously, I assume he wants to stay loyal, but whatever $2 million difference in your salary going a couple hours down the road, man, that's tough to turn down.
That is tough. So props to him. If he stays, awesome. If he goes, dude, you got to do what's best for you and yours at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you may never get that offer again, and then it takes you, 6 years to make what you could have made in 1 year. That's a pretty eye-opening experience. And obviously, coaching doesn't last forever. Sports don't last forever. They had to pay out $8 million. Wow. Thank you, Denise. I appreciate all the info. This is very, very helpful. Basically, she just said they had to pay out Kenny Payne contract, which was $8 million. So, wow.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. Well, yeah, hopefully they can keep him. They can figure out a way to, give him a competitive offer and try to keep him over there, because I'd love to see him keep having that success. It's been awesome to follow along with. Oh,
absolutely. Absolutely. Some NFL news. I know you're excited for this. Bears traded Justin Fields for, a ham sandwich.
Fucking candy bar.
Yeah. A 6th round pick up to a 4th round pick. 1 pick for Justin Fields to back up Russell Wilson.
I did read that there were 4 other teams that were in on it, and basically Fields' agent asked them to not send Justin to those 4 teams, and the Steelers were where he wanted to go, so they did that to do right by Justin, apparently.
Oh, that's good.
And I'm guessing with the film and the tape that people just weren't going after him like they thought they were. And I'm guessing that was eye-opening to them, and that's why they did it, because they're going, okay, if nobody's going gung-ho reaching out for this kid, maybe we're wrong. Like maybe we're looking at something wrong. And we talked about this, I think, on one of the shows before, but how do you pass up 3 Heismans in a row as polls and not be fearful that you're going to lose your job? Now you have, I mean, and I don't know that Caleb Williams is the answer either, but now you have the ability to put Caleb Williams out there with DJ Moore, with Keenan Allen. You get them a bolstered up line and let that kid grow with 2 vet receivers. I mean, I get what they're doing, but I don't understand. Like I said, unless the asking price for Justin, there just wasn't a whole lot going on, and they realized immediately, like, oh shit, this isn't.
I feel like, dude, Justin wasn't really given much of a chance. But
no, he wasn't. He had no line and no weapons.
But I mean, that's business, unfortunately.
Yeah, but I don't have any control over the Bears front office, so I can be very, very angry about it, or I can go, yay, Caleb Williams, let's go.
I'm glad you get him and not the Texans. So what else?
Yeah.
What else dark and doom and gloom do you got for us today?
Well, I can give an update on Kate Middleton if you'd like. Not sure what's going on, but they're going to have a royal announcement, I believe, today.
Oh yeah,
they've been flying their flags at half mast, and the consensus on Twitter was that King Charles might have kicked the bucket yesterday.
Allegedly, yeah, that was on my list. Or Kate Middleton has been found.
And so Kate Middleton's lawyer said he is presuming her dead unless he's able to hear from her. He still hasn't heard from her, and he said he's presuming she's dead unless he gets evidence otherwise, because he said every photo they've sent him has been edited and that he has not heard from her, and he is presuming her dead until he gets evidence that speaks otherwise.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
And it kind of goes into one of my other ones, Nickelodeon, that Quiet on the Set aired last night with all the pedophile stuff. I forget what channel it was on, but if you look up Quiet on the Set, I just kind of followed along on Twitter just to get the gist of it. And it was just like a short thing about the Dan Schneider, who was a aggressive piece of shit. But basically, like, these kids in Nickelodeon, like, that was going on most of our childhood, where all these shows that we watched growing up, all that, and the Amanda Bynes show and all that stuff, they were being sexually abused behind the scenes by these fucking creeps.
Yeah, dude, that's not cool. Especially, I don't know. That was such a wholesome channel for us as kids.
Yeah, that was like our childhood. So my hope is, though, that this shit comes out and people start like really deep diving into the rest of it, because this isn't a one-off scenario. This isn't clearly this shit's happening across the country in all sorts of different facets. The human trafficking thing is wild. Again, you can go into some deep, dark rabbit holes of this stuff if you really want to, but boy, is it crazy.
Yeah, I was on a TikTok Bohemian Grove thing this morning, like just watching them.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, that's weird. And I'm just like, I just kept scrolling. I'm like, okay, cool. And then I finally got to the videos that I wanted to see. But,
it's maddening. And again, thank God we live in a small town. Those of you traveling for spring break next week, please be careful. Be aware. That's kind of the gist of what we wanted to do this show for, was if you don't already know, now you know, and you can, keep a closer eye on these kids and not let this shit happen. I think it was Miami that I saw one of the fighting videos. They're currently trying to enforce curfews because of all the fighting and craziness going on because of spring break now.
I could be.
But, I mean, yeah, it's a lot of one-off scenarios and whatever. So, whatever. I don't have no proof. It's just shit that we find on Twitter.
Yeah, that's right. We are fake journalists, not professionals.
Yeah, we just pull things off Twitter and hope for the best, basically.
Yeah, that's the big thing. So, well, hey, buddy, my dad just pulled up.
Yep. Well, let's wrap this up then. We'll, I don't think
he's actually been sitting in my driveway for 10 minutes. But
oh, shit. Well, have fun, enjoy, and don't get killed.
You've been served.
Have fun, buddy.
Yep. Thank you, gold sponsors. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We're out. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.